Now it's time for the pour over. This is the part of the show where I'm going to read through some of the latest marketing and AI articles so that you don't have to. And then I'm going to break down what small and mid-sized businesses can actually learn from these articles. I will link to all the articles in the show notes if you want to check them out yourself. But for right now, let's jump in and start talking about some of this business stuff. All right, first up, what article we got here? We got how Stanley turned a viral moment into a sales explosion. The article title is How Stanley Became America's Unlikeliest It Brand and What's Next from the Drum. So reading through this article, it's clear to me that Stanley wasn't always cool, but they leaned hard into what their audience loved. Lifestyle, marketing, and emotional branding. You probably remember that viral video where a woman's car caught on fire, and then after it burned to the ground, her Stanley Cup was still sitting there with ice in it. This bad boy had ice in the cup after the car burned to the ground. Wild, right? And here's the genius part though. Stanley saw that video blow up, and instead of just ignoring it, they jumped on it. What did they do? They bought the woman a brand new car and actually sent her a few Stanleys. The follow up went maybe even more viral or just as viral as the original video, and boom, Stanley's sales shot through the roof. So that's the power of social media. And more importantly, the power of being ready to act when a moment strikes. So if you're an SMB and you're sitting here thinking, I don't need to post on social, I'm not getting any views. Let me tell you, it only takes one post to change everything. So here's the real takeaway. No matter what you sell, your brand is the vibe that you create. Even if you're a local business, how are you making customers feel when they see your brand? If Stanley can make a cup the hottest thing on the planet, you can absolutely build buzz for your business if you show up and just stay consistent. Which, by the way, we're probably going to talk about a little bit later as well. Cadence with posting for social. So, all right. Article number 2, titled Papa John's unveils Meet the Makers TV and social ads. The main takeaway here is people buy from people. Papa John's just launched their Meet the Makers campaign. It's what it's doing. It's putting real people, real pizza makers front and center. So here's why that matters for small businesses. In this crazy world of AI generated content being everywhere, people are starting to question what's real. So showing who you are and what you do builds massive trust. It goes a very long way. Now, you don't need to be a huge brand to do this. Really, you just need to show up. Show your team, show yourself, show what makes your business tick. Take a selfie with your product. Film a quick video of you actually making the product. Share what a day in your life looks like as a business owner. Do something. Transparency sells, and it's only going to continue to sell more. If Papa John's is doing this to basically humanize their brand, imagine how much trust you could earn just by being you. So, all right, take a quick sip here. Article number 3. This one kind of hits home because I am from the Chicagoland area. So, article title is Portillo's loyalty program gets Apple, Google wallet upgrade. All these articles are from Marketing Drive as well. So, Portillo's recently just linked their loyalty program directly into Apple and Google Wallet, so customers can earn rewards with a tap. Not a big deal to a lot of people are already using Apple and Google Wallet. Well, here's why you need to think about this if you are a small business. Customer loyalty is everything. How easy is it to buy from you? How easy is it to keep buying? Portillo's is thinking about these things. They've recently removed being able to pay for cash through the drive-through at Portillo's because their lines are long and they want to free it up and they want more people to show up and just pay with a card and move along and get your food, really good food, by the way, as fast as possible. So, if people have to jump through hoops, setting up accounts, digging through emails for coupon codes, remembering passwords, you're losing money. No other way around it. You don't need to build an app to play this game. Start simple. Use Shopify or Square's built-in loyalty tools. Set up punch cards. Automate thank you discounts for repeat buyers. And then just make it easy. Make them feel appreciated and watch them all come back. Article number 4, titled Buffalo Wild Wings leans into infomercial format for March Madness. So Buffalo Wild Wings just dropped a full-blown, over-the-top infomercial style ad for March Madness. A little bit out of the realm, but guess what? It works. Why does it work? Because boring marketing is invisible. If you're doing something that is not boring, it might be bad in your eyes, but it makes it visible. So here's the lesson for small businesses. You don't have to be boring to be professional. What if you made a bad commercial on purpose, just about your product or service? What if you did a blooper reel or a parody of a common problem in your industry? Weird wins attention. Bad news also wins attention. Look at like your local news. So stop running those safe ads that blend in. Take a risk, make people laugh, make them stop scrolling, because if people don't stop to watch, your message doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And here's the kicker. Small businesses actually have permission to be real and fun in ways that big brands don't. So own up to that. Get out there and make that funny, crazy ad, whatever it may be. All right, Article 5. What do we got here? We got the title is What Coca-Cola Learned from Its Generative AI Creative. So, when reading this article, so basically Coca-Cola ran a generative AI creative campaign and they learned a huge lesson. You might have heard about it over the past few months, but AI is good, but it still needs a human touch. And for you as an SMB, this is huge. AI can help you move fast, write blogs, emails, social posts, but if you just copy and paste what AI gives you, people are going to smell it a mile away. It's not going to resonate. It's not going to work. It's actually going to hurt you more in the long run. AI should always be your starting point in today's world, but your story, your voice, your personality, that's what makes people buy your product or your service. You can move faster than the big guys, but only if you keep the human element in the loop. So don't be afraid to use AI, but never skip out on adding you to the final product. That's the true magic. AI gives you speed, you give it soul, and that's what's going to win in today's market. All right, so we covered through those five topics super fast. Hopefully, you got some information out of it that might help you.